In this video, we're going to show you how to draw shapes on the map. This allows you to search for properties based on drive times, distance to a landmark, with a customized area on the map. Okay, so you've entered some basic criteria in here, and we want to further narrow down our search based on the map here. You can actually put in location-based criteria. So when I click on map, you'll see that you've got these shapes right here. And when I mouse over it, it's going to show you the radius tool, circle, the rectangle tool, like a box, the polygon tool, which is where you're going to make your own shape. You've got your freehand tool where you can freehand draw on the map. And last but not least, you've got your index drive time tool, which helps your customer search based on a desired commute. Very easy to put the shapes on the map. All you need to do is click on the shape that you want to use, and it'll turn yellow. And I move my mouse to where I want to be. So let's say we want to be around this area around Orlando. And when I click and hold my mouse button down and move the mouse out, notice with the radius tool, it shows me the radius here. So when I get the radius to where I want it to be, I can let go, and then it would put the shape on the map. Now notice how a lot of the results here went away, because once you put a shape on the map, you're saying these are the boundaries of what I want. All of that criteria, I want all of those properties, but only in this shape right here. Now when you put a shape on the map, if you wanted to change the shape, you can mouse over the border of the shape. See this little dot right here? And if I click and hold again, I can make the circle bigger or smaller if I wanted to. And this is going to be true for all the different shapes once you've established them on the map here. Now every shape is going to get a little anchor point. That's going to be this little red dot here. And when I mouse over it, I'm going to get the options for specifically for that shape. I can delete the shape. By default, the shape is included, which means you want these properties that fall within the shape, but I can also say exclude the shape, and it would turn red, and you would get all the properties that are not within that shape. So you can choose to include those or exclude those. Let me go ahead and include them again. Now you can have multiple shapes on the map if you want to. Like let's say I wanted to put a rectangle here. I can click on it, same concept. I click and hold, and when I let go, now I have two overlapping areas here, and I'm getting both areas covered. So now I've got more results. And it works the same way. I can mouse over the border of the shape and click and drag it if I want to here. Okay. Now if I want to clear out all my shapes at once, I can click on the little broom handle here, and that's going to clear all my shapes at once. Your next tool is going to be the Polygon tool. Now this is not going to give you a shape. You have to make your own shape. So every time you click, you're going to get a line. Click, 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 and you can trace things. And once you get the shape where you want it to be, if you want to close the shape and put it on the map, all you have to do is go back to the original point, click on it, and then it would put that custom shape on the map right there. And you can also bend these sides out once they're on the map. The real key here is where you start is also where you have to end. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. The freehand tool is not going to be based on a series of lines. This is where you can just hold your mouse button down and draw your own custom shape and go back to the original point. Fairly straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. The last tool here is going to be your drive time tool. Now I can get the customer's maybe work address or something like that, and I can use that shape to help find them a property based on a desired commute. Now when I click on it, it's going to ask you where do you need to go, drive to or drive from. Let's say I want it to be at the MFR MLS office. Maitland Avenue. It's actually 247 Maitland Avenue. And you don't even have to type in the whole thing. You could just type in the address, and usually we'll figure out the rest for you if you hit enter. This could be an address, it could be a landmark, it could be an exit on a freeway. You put drive to or drive from, what time, and then what drive time you want. So let's say we want to find properties within 30 minutes. Once I click on add, it's going to use driving metrics to establish what kind of properties you can get to at that time of day. Other than that, it works just like any other shape. And you can adjust it by mousing over the red dot and changing the drive time info maybe to find a shorter commute or a longer commute. Thank you so much for taking a moment to watch this video. If you ever have any questions or need any sort of assistance, please feel free to reach out to the MLS support. The contact information is right here on the screen. I hope you have a great day, and until next time, stay stellar.